Hey everybody, how's it? Today is, what is today's date? Today is March 12th. And this is a hump day cheesy wheelie day. And I've already been hanging out here with the chat for the last half hour, having some fun and apologizing profusely for my last stream because I was so high. Not on purpose, like I got high to do a stream, just the recovery, surgery, medication. And I made a lot of funny noises, I think, to say it least. Somewhere on when that stream gets posted, I'll put it in the title, the super high avocado stream. and you'll know if you know. You start seeing the comments when they start figuring out, did he just? No, he didn't. Oh my God, he did. Yeah, very, very, very funny, I do believe. Anyhow, so we're actually just going to be doing Wheel of Cheese today. If this is your first time catching this on YouTube, Wheel of Cheese is something we do on Twitch. You want to ever join us on Twitch, we just have fun here. The Wheel of Cheese is something where you can put your song and any kind of music from any genre, any style, games, music, anything, any era. I don't care. We listen to it together because we're all in for it. The only rule is nothing over 7 minutes or it's an automatic punt because I want to try to get everybody in there. So that's for those of you who are seeing this on YouTube. For those of you who are here with me right now, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for your thoughts on the previous bit of music that I shared for you. That really meant a lot. And so we're going to be doing Wheel of Cheese is what we're doing. So let me see here. Let's go move over to Wheel of Cheese. This is not the updated, so don't get all rigmarole. Here, we're going to start with Queso Pobre. For those of us who know what it is, you know what it is. But if you don't know what Queso Pobre is, one of our wonderful mods, Double A, has structured the form so that if you're fairly new and you put in, a song that you want to hear, you'll end up on another form which kind of celebrates new people coming in, and that's called Queso Pobre. That's Queso Nuevo. Sorry, job opening. Queso Nuevo. For us old timers here, we have Queso Pobre, and it looks a lot like this one. By the way, I do want to let everybody know, please, if you did dono today, I think somebody may have just dropped one. I'm not doing any donos today. I'll be doing it on Friday. So if you do drop one in, then I will be doing it on Friday, but not today. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yay! Hey, Dragon Balls, how's it? All right, guys, let's grab some fresh new visitors here, and let's see what we got. For our very first song here. All right. Oh, not a lot. Okay, so if you're here on this wheel, hurry up and come in and say hi. I'm not going to spin it till at least one of you guys come in and say hi because you're the new people here. So which one are you going to come in first and say hi? Hey, we got somebody that came in and said hi. All the newbies coming in and saying hi. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? Let's go, Z. Rear. Remember, everybody, nothing over 7 minutes. Let's go. Okay, this is one hell of a name, but a trash fetus. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what trash fetus wants. I could be sus about whatever this bit of music could be, but don't judge a book by its cover, right? I think not. As a matter of fact, Trash Fetus wants us to listen to, okay, well, this doesn't surprise me. The title of the video game and the profile name kind of is all in step. The track we're going to be listening to is from the game Spore Creatures. So from Trash Fetus, we're going to be listening to a song from Spore Creatures. Ending theme. And the message is, you listened to this last year but stopped it halfway through. Listen to the entire thing. Well, as long as it's not over 7 minutes, because we do the thing. But anyhow, you won. Let's go. Let's see what this is all about. All right. Oh, I suck. Job opening. Did I make a boo-boo? Or maybe the... Oh, yeah, I suck. Quit laughing at me, guys. I'm old. Kind of cute music, like lullaby-ish, go to sleep kid stuff. Hey, Cheesy Poof. This sounds really fun and campy. Ooh, spooky. When did this game come out? Oh, this is nice. Stereo snare for a second on fill. Totally Skippy. This definitely has Stardew creds to it. I really like this arrangement. Yes, I'm hanging out for the whole listen. Can somebody tell me what the essence of this game is? Like, what are we doing here? Because it definitely seems like it's for 7 years and older, so it definitely has some kind of lesson embedded in it or something. Oh, really? It's an evolutionary kind of thing? Oh, how cool. Such fun, light-hearted, bouncy tracks. I guess maybe the intended focus of it was maybe for that 10 and under, 12 and under. But I'm sure probably sprouted wings to everybody that hasn't grown up yet. And I mean that in the most positive way. For those of us who stay young, don't allow the debauchery of life time to get in. And I think purposefully, too, the choice of sounds, the cheesiness of it, I think it's brilliant. But even level up is how the composers are making it very musical. This might seem part of the game where it's maybe a little secret-y kind of. I'm struggling, Skippy. Oh, I didn't know that, Mason. That sounds great. Hey, Cheesy. Welcome. Everything about this so far is just really positive. Happy music. You know what I mean? As if there's nothing grindy happening, like you're not fighting anybody, you know. Very clever. Hey, YOLO. How's it? Welcome. Yeah, it's edamame with garlic. And this is when you put your baby creatures to bed. I mean, that's what it feels like. It is. It's the full quota. You know, unless you have a... anyhow, I just drew a blank. Dakota. Duh. I mean, I can't even... Forget it. You know what I loved about this, and listening to this, is just hearing these little bits and pieces of a game score like this, or music, even though it was just its clips. I actually got a really good feel and understanding for the vibe and the energy of the game. In the sense that I'm looking at the thumbnail, you guys are telling me that, and it's kind of like you're just... Plus, looking at the fact that it's a 7-year-old plus approved kind of a game, it's got to be something that's got to be fun, lighthearted, colorful, you know, to keep the attention as well. But what all I want to say about this, that's all I got to say about that, is I really enjoyed how the composer took, and they made the choice of using the cheesier types of sounds to make it very kind of campy sounding, but they did a wonderful job in their arrangements and utilizing engineering techniques, keeping some things mono, some things went stereo, you know, very well, very in-depth, well thought of kind of score, I'm thinking. So, by the way, while I'm yapping and doing stuff, guys, if you see some of the new people coming in here and saying aloha, don't forget to throw them some how's it on the way back. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go back to some more. Now we're going to do Queso Pobre. Let's see how many people have chimed in for Queso Pobre. Trash Fetus, thank you so much for that. What a name. Here we go. Let's see, Queso Pobre. Not too bad. Oh, okay. We got a nice little, our usual suspects here. And I think that means I have more than 25 people hanging out here on the chat. I can't tell. I know there's something I can look at, but I don't know. Let me see here. You guys ready for some cheese? Drop it in. Let's go. Speen. Oh, I got 80 people hanging out. Great. Who's winning? Who's winning? I can't see it. No. Oh, Mason. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I know Mason's been lurking the whole time. Watch, he's going to come up. He's going to be firing right now. No. You see? Mason, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, and I know you're not laughing. So freaking close. All right, let's see what Heisenstead would like us to hear. For those of you who are first time lurking here, what we're doing is called the Wheel of Cheese. Today, you just click on the form above the chat. Nothing over 7 minutes, any kind of music, and if it lands on you, we listen to your track together. And if you got a bail and it lands on you, we got the VOD channel. We pop this off on in a little bit, so I thought I would just say that. I didn't realize I had that many people hanging out. Okay. And the name is Heisenstead, so stand by. Heisenstead with a H. Hang on, I got to do this old-fashioned way. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You see, I'm in my 60s, and I still have to do that. Okay? Come on, how many of you guys do that? Like you get a letter and you automatically don't sing the ABC sometimes if you're not feeling it? I'm not, I have no pride. So if I declare being Bobo, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Uh-oh. Heisenstead, are you in the house? Are you there? Heisenstead. Please let me know you're here. Because your track is 10 minutes long. Yeah. Heisenstead, listen. So your track is 10 minutes long. We have a limit of 7 minutes, but instead of just punting past you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to respin the wheel, but I'm going to give you the opportunity, since you won fair and square, but you have to do me a favor. Go out, find a track that's under 7 minutes. When you do, let one of our mods know, and they'll send me the link, and I'll listen to it. Okay, so we don't go past you. But I know it's a good song, but these are the kind of the rules that we follow here. But doesn't mean that I don't come back and we listen to your track. So I'm going to spin again, find another song, let the mods know, I'll come back to it. So in the meantime, he has an automatic redo without having to go through Wheel of Cheese. And I am going to respin. So, ready? Here we go. Oh, who? No. Oh. Damned registration. Blame Canada. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's not a good time. Sorry. I was thinking of South Park. Sorry about that. Let me stop. Give me a second here. Username. So, Damned Registration would like for us to hear. Oh, good. Hear a little bit more, I think. It's a game. Let me get to it. Stand by. This one is called... Oh, it's an OST. Oh, wow. This sounds like something I might like, because I've never tried a fishing game, but I kind of like the weirdness of it. Kind of like an oddly satisfying kind of thing. Fish Fear Me. I guess that's the name of the video game. And this is the main menu theme. And it was just newly released, apparently, February 21st. Vampire Survivor type game. All right, guys, this is called Fish Fear Me. And apparently, this is the main menu. And it was just released. All right. Uh-oh, we got some old school ballsy blues. Wow.
Board the boat, bait the line, watch the shadows in the brine, ring the bell, look below.
This is so perfect for a fishing game like this. I'm waiting for Bobby Boucher's mom to come out and say, "You're not going to play the foosball." Bobby Boucher, you're gonna hurt yourself if you play that foosball. But Mama, I have alligators and Valancourts coming over.
Through the waves beneath the deep, the fisherman awakes from sleep. Frozen heart, shattered ice, you hooked a man's
So perfect, old school Southern blues.
Fish for me, fish for me, fish for me. But the thing I fear, as above, so below, blood and water mix.
Okay, that's an odd addition. Some blues with some Kung Pao sauce right there. Kind of a weird vibe.
Blood and water mix and flow. Leviathan demands its due. Inky waters reach for
you. I love this, guys. This is rootsy, ballsy music right here. That little, like, overamped. Back in the days, they used to run organs through pedals, you know, or they would overdrive the heads to get that real dirty, crunchy sound. And the best thing about this track, it has the feels. of authenticity.
As above, so below, blood and water mix and flow. Leviathan demands its due. Inky waters reach for you. Fish fear me. Fish fear me. Fish fear me. But the thing I fear is
That was probably one of the like as if a few times I forgot that I was listening to something that was just released. This was produced so well, and I think without a doubt the way I was listening to it, that human element of it. We've all gotten kind of used to what we understand as the quantized vibe. Everything's so perfect. Everything is just so, and that's not to take away from the musicians. I like to play that safe position when I say that because I know musicians are phenomenally talented. But this really sounded and really captured the era of the raw Southern rock. I mean, yes, there were a couple little elements in there that were a little more progressive in it, sounding like that. There was that dulcimer sounding vibe in there, or something that had a little bit more of like a Pan-Pacific arrangement kind of weirdness to it. But as far as like, if I'm looking at this thumbnail, and that guy looks like the Cable Guy, or maybe that guy on TikTok who's really famous. Did you know, or whatever? What's the name of that one guy? He's become fairly successful with the beard now. He's done very well. It looks like that would be like his theme song as well. But Damned Registration, this is great, and I'm pumped it landed on you. Good stuff. Yeah. Uh-oh. Geebz? Yes? Did I do something wrong? Geebz, check 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Next up, let me spin more wheel. Damned Registration for the win. No, the guy with the beard. No. No, that guy on TikTok. Oh, yeah, he's the one that always goes, listen. Did you know he's very successful. He's really funny. He's got a really big heart and stuff like that. But like I see him, I like if I took that track and then I put a bunch of his TikToks together, that would be just the perfect, Oh shit. Okay. We haven't landed over 6 months. We ought to call it queso curado. Madre que lo parió. Okay, here we go. We're doing queso nuevo. Some queso nuevo. Hey, 451, thank you for the follow, as well as YOLO. I think YOLO dropped by, said hi. And Cheesy Poof and Dragon Balls, too, came by and said hi. Okay, queso nuevo coming up. Let's go. Look at that. This is good here. You guys have a good chance. Let's go. Pancho de Nacho. I like that. Pancho de Nacho. De nada de Nacho. Let's see what Pancho de Nacho wants. Pancho de Nacho would like us. Hey, I've listened to this band before. They're very unique. They're the embodiment of epic performance on a very grand way. From their music production to the musicianship to their skill set to their performance and everything in between. This is also featuring Tom Morello. Guys, we are coming here from Pancho de Nacho wants us to listen to a track called Metal by Babymetal. Okay, guys, you ready? Here we go. That's not a mosh pit, that's a wasabi pit. Man, these guys go hard. do, man. They really bring it. This is kind of like what I consider jump around metal. Little sneaky harmonics every now and then. I love it. I just love the fact that they've kind of infused a little bit of the India, even though that's not the essence of the arrangement vibes with the India, but I think they're using one of their own cultural instruments, if I'm not right. You see, so that move is the, you know, so that must be a nod to the head, to the, ここで踊らにゃいつ踊るメタリメタリ Are you ready? Well, the whole track sat on the 0 the whole time, so that makes it really fun. I'm going to say this is B. I'm not near my guitar. I'm on. Where's the 0 on this? I'd say flat. Close. I get a little leverage because my brain isn't healed 100%. You know what? This band has always crushed it, you know? Hey, 451. How are you? Welcome. You know, this band has always crushed it. I used to get a lot of shit thrown at me by the elitists on the Decomposer Lounge. You know, part of my whole trajectory doing music when I started the Decomposer Lounge, just because my daughter thought it would be a good idea, I learned handedly and very fast the elitism that there is in metal. And I'm okay. You hold something near and dear to you and you stand firm that this is this or it's nothing. That's okay. And I'm okay with that opinion and stuff. But it got pretty, like, my thing was to listen to music, not watch people battle in comments and stuff. I was like, I'm going to stay away from that stuff. But this band and this talent and all of them are phenomenal. And the fact of the matter is they fuse in other artists. You know what I mean? And, you know, so it's just a matter of music, yeah? And everybody getting on with it. I mean, everybody who's complaining about them being whatever they are, let me see you sell out a place like this. Not because it's any raw or more authentic as much as it is an outlet of music and an escapism. Oh my God, I just went on one of those rants for fun's sake. Anyhow, thank you very much, Pancho. Oh, he came back. He was here. He showed up. But thanks for joining us. I think that was your first time here with us as well, too, huh? Anyhow, thank you very much. Okay, next up, queso pobre. Queso majuele. How would I say? Wait, no. Queso majuele. Majuele queso. I said that the wrong way. Oops. Cue me. Wait. Did you want me to wait? Wait. Turnip told me to say wait. I think Turnip might be Morse coding me. Maybe our friends. Oh, good. Okay, Heisen, let's do it. Heisen, are you Turnip? Are you going to put it in his in the forum section, or you want to send it to me via the chat? You let me know. Geez, sounding revolting. It's in the forum. Okay, great. Let me refresh it. Thank you. Thank you, Turnip. Let me find it. Stand by. There you are. Okay, let's see now. Okay, this is to make up for a little bit of a right down to the last minute. I love that. He eyes Senstad. I like that. Okay. Ooh. I don't know if you know this, but I love live performances. Okay, so his little message is, if you like this one, I recommend watching my previous recommendation in your own time. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. Let's go. All right. God, there's so much history in this style of music. Engineering is really good.
نسم علينا الهوى من مفرق الوادي يا هوا دخل الهوى غني على بلاد
Forgive me for my ignorance, but what's the language? Where's that flautist? Oh, it's the conductor. He had to stop to give direction. I love this stream. This is why we get to do stuff like this. Oops, a little mic feedback from somebody. Yeah, crossover languages. Yeah, Turnip, that's a badass statement right there. kind of hear, this is so culturally rich, but the kind of influence this has had on so many composers, this particular style of music. From cinema to deathcore, even with Sugar. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. You know if you know.
نسم علينا الهوى من مفرق الوادي يا هوا دخل الهوى خدني
So it's as if a singer comes and sings in a particular language and people respond in the audience. But there's little pockets of each one of those languages in the audience as well. Yeah. Oops. That was wonderful, man. Thank you so much for being patient and coming back with that other link and stuff. I part of one of the beautiful things that I love about listening to music with people, albeit whether it's on the Decomposer Lounge or here, is the fact that here and only here on Twitch can I experience with you guys so much music from around the world and so many different styles and stuff. And this is a great example. And coming from a composer's point of view, especially the art of Phrygian, tip jar. I need to get a button where I hit the thing and it goes ting. That something like this yields a particular mode. If you're not a musician, the Phrygian mode is a very Celtic, Arabic, rich mode in the music world of soloing within a key. There's different modes in the key. But it's the most, to me, it's one of the most empowering modes that just kind of pull this very unique sense of, there's not even a word for it, where it puts you in your head in that personal zone. The one thing that there is a commonality between the Arabic or the Celtic and certain things is there's a propensity to sit on a particular tone throughout the whole thing. You know how bagpipes, you start the bagpipe, there's always the drone, right? The drone is a fifth, it's a 1/5, I think it's B flat, but that still goes. And that's a constant, and the melody goes around that. You'll find in quite a bit of Celtic, quite a bit of Arabic, there's always some kind of through note. So in this, I think this was the note in my head of the drone. Now I've got to play it back for a second to see if I'm right or if I'm screwed up. Let me see. Yep, I was right. So you hear this notes all the way through it, even though it seems like there's changes. So anyhow, at least I got my brain cells are still kind of can marinate on it. So yeah, I do have Stream Deck. I do have to do that cha-ching thing, but I have to talk to my technical advisor, Snake, for that. Anyhow, so that's what my I love these experiences, and especially something like this too. Turn Up couldn't have said it any better, which was, I forgot what he said, but he couldn't have said it any better. Let me find it. Let me find it. Building bridges. Yes, building bridges through music. And so, I'm sorry, Amon. I'm just imagine, I'm not even high now. I'm just being me. Cha-ching! I know, right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's go, what was that, Queso Pobre? Yes, he was Queso Pobre. And then, oh my God, where am I, guys? Poverty. Okay, Queso Pobre. Where am I? I'm in poverty, because I am. For those of you who are just coming here first time, I notice I have a couple more people. I'm just doing Wheel of Cheese today. Please, no donos. If you want to get in on it, there's a little form that's tacked on top of the chat. Put your name, put the song you want in there. Nothing over 7 minutes. And if we spin it, if it lands on you, we do your music. I'm just saying. Okay, refresh the data. Grab everybody. And let's see what we got here for that. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Queso Pobre is getting kind of thin. Queso stanko. We're getting grated cheese. I know. Mason's starving. We got to get him some cheese. Let's go. What do we got? No. Everyone's going to attack me. It's not rigged. Oh my God. And Patty Cakes is not even here to defend himself. Oh, there he is. He says I can't have his cheese. What the hell? It's not rigged. I'm telling you, it's not. I didn't do it. You guys saw me. My hands aren't on it. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going like this. All right. Well, 1 a.m. told me I had to do that. So, okay, wait a second. Fight. Okay, hang on for a second. Let me get up here. Let me see. Patty Cakes wants us to check out. Okay. Something from Linda Lovelace's Deep Throat. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. That wasn't the one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so Patty Cakes wants us to listen to a band called James Gang. The name of the track is Funk 49. Okay, let's bring in some of the funk here. This song came out in, I think, 1969. It was a follow-up to Funk 48. The James Gang wasn't a huge name, but its lead was Joe Walsh. Oh, all right. Who went on to prominent solo career as a member of the Eagles. This track remained part of Joe Walsh's ongoing repertoire, and he followed it up with Funk number 50 in 2012. Okay, guys. Definitely not from Deep Throat. Here we go. I'm sorry. I know, right, Brexer? Everybody, please listen to this engineering.
I sleep all day, out all night. I know where you're going. I don't think that's acting right. You don't think it's showing.
That's like a little classic phrase back in that day, too. Other bands kind of use this little transition-y phrase before. Can you think of any? And it definitely does have that footloose vibe. I love that Brexter. You know who the champion is for me here? The bass. Put a little candle emoji in your chat if this is for somebody that brings you back some nostalgia for somebody who's passed away. Oh my God. Christopher Walken just stepped into the session. This is taking a cue from a lot of the Cubano and other Latin-oriented percussive breakdowns. Doesn't it feel like the band is right there in front of you with this engineering? Lost in Chocolate. Headphones are on. Let's get that fade in there. From that old MCI console, the fade knob is like this big. Patty Cakes, what a great track, man. You surprise me, you don't surprise me. You know, that kind of taste that you got there, you know? Patty Cakes is a very laid-back kind of guy with dangerous knowledge. History buff. And him and 1AM, I can't, you know, I'm so envious of their incredibly docile relationship, and you know, so that usually yields a soundtrack such as, you know, something nostalgic. I'm just saying. Here we go. I'm watching the comments and go. No. Yeah, Joe Walsh is the master. Please make sure you do. But it did have that footloose. Can you guys agree with me though? It definitely had that footloose, but it was really funny because the guitar was theoretically a rhythm part of the arrangement, but obviously was the melodic part of Footloose. You know, so. And you want to hear something funny? You want to hear some Geebz lore? You ready for some Geebz lore? My brother was in Footloose. He was one of the dancers. Okay, that's all. Next. Okay, so I know, right? Us Del Barrios, we got splattered everywhere in this industry. Okay, next up is Queso Nuevo. Patty Cakes, thanks for that, man. That was great. Oh, by the way, Patty Cakes, shit's hitting the fan out here. Not only because of the tariffs, on top of the Jones Act. You know, if you know, we'll have to have a conversation about that. Okay. I mean, seriously, we had a meeting today at the nonprofit where I work for educating, you know, visitors and tourists and stuff. And the ED had said, by the way, that's executive director, not erectile dysfunction. I'm just saying, I'm old. You guys might get that confused thinking that I'm the one who's saying it, but that's what it means, okay? He actually said in the opening meeting, he said, that everything that's happening because of our current state of everything that's happening, that the impacts that are starting to trickle down into our industry here in Hawaii, which is tourism, is already starting to make itself known. But what's happened is a lot of these companies out here have jumped ahead in raising prices, even though what's on the shelves right now have nothing to do with what was tariffed. And we're probably seeing this all over the place. So we're seeing that impact here. Remember, this is not we're not going into politics here. I'm just telling you what's happening in Hawaii. So our executive director had said, you know, let's pull back on the orders for new bulldozers or stuff that we need to do for the property because we're going to have to sit and wait and see. So it's a fun conversation that Patty Cakes and I dive into every now and then. So let's go. Let's go. Next up is, what was I doing, guys? Queso pobre or queso fresco? I went out of my head again. Let's see. Okay, we did Patty Cakes, was queso pobre. Fresco. Let's go. All I know is that my edamame and my poke prices hadn't gone up yet, so and you can't store up on either one of them. Either now or you're screwed. All right, guys, here we go. Here's some queso nuevo. Look at that, guys. We're really getting skinny on here. Look at that. Is any of you guys here on this wheel right now? Is anybody in the chat that hasn't come in and said hi and you're on this wheel? Come on in and say hi. Queso Crisco. Well, my Viagra hasn't gone up, but my Cialis has. You know, I'm just saying, let's go. Okay, Tourmaline Turtle. Okay, Tourmaline Turtle. What do we got here? Oh, I don't think I've ever done anything from this game, guys. And if I have, I know Turnip will set me straight here. This is a game. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything from this game. Barbie Beauty Boutique. How many of you guys have played that? Genuinely cannot believe this game came out of a fucking Barbie game. This is what he wrote down, or he or she. So Tourmaline Turtle wants us to listen to track 4. So I have no idea what this is. Am I getting rickrolled? Because you guys are starting to laugh. Am I going to get rickrolled? I think I am, aren't I? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okie dokie. Of course. Well, I'll bet you this is going to do kind of a tone yield. It'll expand. Yeah. Kind of predictable, right? Actually, you're right. This is a great piece of music for kind of the disco session of the show. Queso disco. Now, who's the champion here still, guys? Come on, who's the champion on this? That's right, Judgment. There's that static, staccato string phrasing. But I can't imagine what kind of a game this is. Really, what is this? Is this really a game? What do you do? Bust up Ken dolls and... This is really kind of great, funky, Barbie type disco. Well, you know why Barbie never got pregnant, right? That's because Ken came in the original box. Try the veal. Don't forget, check gate 27 if you're playing Leaving. I'm dying. Is there ever a time when music like this just puts you in a decent mood? I mean, unless you viscerally hate disco or house or rave, anything like that, Is there a link for this? Are you asking, Judgment? This particular track? There it is. Oh, I like how they closed it up. So they opened it up with this really high shelved out mid thing and then opened it up into the full mix, and now they're closing it the same way. I like that. Well done. Or it's cycling. It might be cycling. Guys, that was just a really fun track. But what I didn't realize is that this was a game of sorts. So truthfully, I don't know exactly nothing about it and what it really doesn't say that it was an OST, or was it just a kind of a release for products? I don't know. Aman, yes. She's the only plastic surgery that actually makes it through. He's played. Oh yes, I do play this game. God, patty cakes. Shh! Don't be telling anybody. Oh, it's a dress-up game. Oh, you mean it's for 1 a.m. Okay, gotcha. Oh! I've entered the fray. Let the games begin. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got now. More Wheel of Cheese. That was from Tourmaline Turtle. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Next up. Queso Pobre. And let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, geez. We got some serious slicage going on here, guys. ¿Por qué pobre? Pobre porque el cortos de la pizza is muy pobre, you know, para los pobres, you know what I mean? Small slices, you get little teeny, say it's un pobre. Es un pacarito quechú, es un pibe, es un pichulín, es una... ¿Sabes qué es una pichulín? Es una palabra de mi tío como... Can't say it. Anyhow, it is what it is. La palabra pichulín es lo mismo de aquí en Hawaii. Palabras is the kind. So whenever you can't remember something, you say, oh yeah, the kind. So that's, you know, pichulín. It's like, you know, che, pichulín, que tiri. Sorry, guys. I speak it Spanish. Oh, so you know. Sabes. Okay, bueno. Che, pichulín. Che, huevón. Pelotudo. Pelotudo, huevón. Okay, let's go. What am I doing now? I am doing queso. Who was the last one that I landed on? Oh, I'm so spaced. Wait a second. Oh, no, I didn't spin it. I got to spin it. Okay, here we go. I got sidetracked. I know. Thanks, Mason. Who's coming up? Oh, no. Look, I have nothing to do with this. Nothing. But Skippy-Doo. Let's see what Skippy would like here. Skippy, who is the battle leader, and he put together probably one of the most funnest times I've ever had in Minecraft. With how many of us were there at that point? I think there was like 8 of us when we did that kind of dragon walkthrough. I think it might be time, though, that we battle each other. Is there such a thing? Can we battle each other? I think that could be fun. I think that's the one to record. Okay, so Skippy wants us to listen to Gravity featuring Arnor Dan. It's by Kevin Penkin. Isn't Kevin the composer? God, why do I want to say he's a composer for Outer Wilds? Was it? What is Kevin a composer for? Why do I know this? I mean, I know that I know this because I'm old and I can't. Oh, Made in Abyss. That's right. Okay, so let's go. This is from Skippy. And let's see what we got here. All right. Some enemies. I got you. My face get all lit up when I'm hearing like orchestral works. Oh, I love that little run where the flute's right there. It does have the warm-up vibe in A.
the people are
Is that an ukulele?
that take my dreams to a world of deception. But I am
How beautifully subtle that was.
and we have a place for you that'll save us from everyone. I wanna know where the city sleeps. I cast my life to a pool.
What a beautiful song. Jesus. I give up.
And I can feel the pain, the dreaming of seeing you as a blessing I'm about to take.
Beautiful.
Gravity, it took all the wisdom. I wanna live to see the golden city because of
arrangement.
gravity.
Is this a cover?
All the winters bloom 'cause I don't know how. 'Cause I'm the only one and I know.
I mean, no offense for asking the question. I thought I recognized maybe it was a title. Beautiful. The wind down and the dynamics and the blowback up. That acoustic guitar. Oh, geez, I just got chicken skin. That was beautiful. There's a little bit of a Legends of the Fall vibe right there. Use of the flutes. The little solo trumpet also. If you didn't just get goosebumps. What an absolutely beautiful piece of music. I agree with Aman and others who have said this is probably one of the most wonderful examples of light-handed styles of composition in arrangements and coming in and out of the softer dynamics and shifting up. I love this one thing that he did too. I think it was the second verse came back in. It wasn't ukulele, I guess it must be. It was an acoustic guitar because there were some other voicings in there. I went on and on. But opened it up with the acoustic guitar, came in for the second verse, and then only was piano. So that kind of back and forth between instruments and arrangements is exactly what I was talking about before the stream started for you guys that heard that piece of music that I played that I wrote. it's that style of thinking. How do we take these? You know, I don't put myself in the same category as this guy. You know, he's a great composer. I just have fun. I sit on an island, I write music. But utilizing that thought process of saying, answer with this, do this, come in, and then bold. And then even him coming in bold, it didn't sound like it was a massive section. I mean, it was large, but it didn't sound like a 60-plus piece. But the use of the flute section, you know, the brass flute sections as well, he got the maximum amount of effects, if you would, with nice runs through the passages and stuff to build and then bring you down and build. Melody was beautiful. This guy's voice also was just Ginsu knife. So this was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful listen. I can't thank you enough for having us listen to this. I really appreciate that. Let's see, what's Ginger saying here? I did some digging on that Barbie track and found that the song is actually called Lay It Down by Fresno. Ah. DeWolf Music used it in their catalog. DeWolf Music, oh my God, I remember DeWolf Music. Anyhow, Skippy, that was... That's all I got to say about that. Okay, hang on for a second. Let's continue on. Okay. Hippie, let's go ahead. It's very emotional. The track is still resonating in my ear brain. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Queso fresco, queso nuevo. Queso nene. Baby cheese. Baby cheese, queso nene. Maybe that should be the new name. Queso nene. Okay, let me see what we got here. Let me refresh it. Does that even make sense? Is there such a thing as baby cheese to my Spanish friends? Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, look at this. We have somebody here that is very large font. How do you do that? That's pretty cool. Nonsense, but it's cool, right? Queso nene, baby cheese. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because it's not a word. In Argentina, anything's a word, right? Matter of fact, in Argentina, this is a word. Right? That's a word. When mom leaves the milk in there for the cheese, you're right. Okay, let's spin it. Here we go. All right. Oh. Look at that. 451 because he had the big font. He leveraged his weight to win. 451, is you in the house? Yeah, I know. Big name, big wins. He leveraged the size of his font. Sometimes size does matter. Okay, let's see what 451. Hey, buddy, how are you? Let's see what 451 would like us to check out. We've done one from Glassjaw, right? This is Glassjaw, guys. And so this is the band is Glassjaw. The track is New White Extremity. And it's an underrated album by the finest of New York post-hardcore. Oh, I like post-hardcore. I've become a fairly new fan to that particular genre. Let's go. Okay, who's being the hero in this right now? That bass player is just hammering at the strings. Oh, that didn't look right. It's kind of a rage vibe a little bit, right?
Nothing's bigger than nothing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the Beastie Boys thing. I was going to say that, but I couldn't quite pin that. Ooh, that was nice. Oh yeah, and early Death too.
Just like cancer, young dreamer, you are a record, bleeding the last one. The last one. Nothing's bigger than nothing.
Man, that snare is in a big ass small plate reverb. You know if you know. Listen to the bass. That was great. I love that part. And that bass player's putting blisters on his fingers. Almost sounds like he's actually really pounding it. Little bit of Alice in Chains vibe too. You hear it? This particular part with the singing. I don't know because if it's a Lane quality in his voice, with the Lane Stanley. And the background vocals, that's an important thing. That's an authentic ending for sure. Kick the house down. Sounds like it's probably going to go into another. Dude, that was a great track, man. Thanks for bringing that in the house. And I needed some post-core in my life. Thank you very much. Yeah, there was definitely... So what did we have there as a crossover? We had a little bit of Rage Against the Machine. We had a little bit of... oh my God. Who are the rapping guys? You guys said it earlier. I think of them as rappers, but they've had other music that come out. I definitely needed some of this in my head today. BB, Deftones, and Beastie Boys. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So definitely had a little bit of that jamming all the way through it. But without a doubt, the hero in that track was that bass player was absolutely crushing it. I also read somebody had said that one of the band members, maybe the lead singer, had Crohn's disease or something like that, and that derailed their journey, which is too bad. I hope he's okay. I think post-hardcore for me, maybe Lisa's answering this for me. Hang on. Glassjaw was one of those early post-hardcore bands, but their music was very much like a bridge between hardcore, shoegaze, and grunge. Yeah, okay. So I was just about to say that. I said, what I liked about this is that it had these other elements, and I wasn't quite putting my finger on it until I just read Lisa's comment there. And that makes all the sense in the world. Because there was, except for the turnaround in the middle where I was like, ooh, I like that section. Their little riffage stop-start that they did before they went back into it. There was some of that shoegaze vibe. I just didn't know if I had the right mind to put my thumbprint on it, and peg. Ooh, I'm not saying that again. And position. How do I say that? And know that that was a particular genre. Like I was like, oh, okay, that's like that. Stop it, guys. I cut myself. I just stop it. Jesus Christ. You know, if you guys weren't here from the stream, Patty Cakes 1 a.m. made me say a bad word. No. And now go. I still haven't snipped that piece out. I still have that piece. I didn't let it go on. I cut it out from the edits and stuff like that. I'm going, God, should I release that as like the full-on wall of shame, Urban Dictionary old man fail? I think that would be the title, wouldn't it? Should I? That might be the one in my whole life that goes viral. I guess I have to acknowledge where I'm at with my age and my life. I say stupid shit. Shit never happens. Oh my God. Okay. Everyone's going, no, Geebz, do it. You'll be fine. Oh, no one's going to show up before you know it. You know, there's going to be Morse code. CNN, Russia is going to be going. And next, the most incredible thing happened. This old man on YouTube said, no, I'm kidding. Okay. Okie doke. Yeah, well, defund me. That's my middle name. I'm defungist. Oh, that was wrong in many different ways. Okay, here we go. Elio. That's right. Okay, here we go. I forgot where I was. That was Queso Nuevo for 451. Thank you so much for that, 451. So stoked I heard that track. Yeah. Also, by the way, guys, if you are new here and just hanging out for the first time, I think that we might have about 30 or 40 people hanging out today. If you want, you can also always hang out on the Discord. We throw some different messages and we kind of pass around a little bit more of, bands to listen to and stuff, so on and so forth. So let me see here. Oh, I've got 40 people? Oh, cool. Oh, 85. Oh, wow, it's a banner day for me. Let's go. I'm eating edamame, chocolate, peanut butter, and you guys are hanging out. We're listening to music. Okay, here we go. Queso pobre. Maybe it should be queso pinche pobre. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Here we go. All right, look at that. Okay, you guys ready? We spin. Ooh, who's this? I can't see my eyes or. Okay, Ox Pow. Ox Pow. Are you here, Ox Pow? Almost, Ginger, I know, right? Well, let's go. Let's see what Ox Pow wants. AX, not OX. Ox Pow. So, Ox Pow wants us to listen. Oh, yeah. You know what? I've been getting so many messages on the Decomposer Lounge to come back to this band. I find them to be so abstract. And even though I know a couple of their hits because I've listened to it on the Decomposer Lounge, it's really funny. People go, "You're a liar, dude. I can't believe you don't know Radiohead and you don't know." I didn't, man. I was high. I was doing my own stuff. I didn't care about public music and radio. I didn't know anything, But there was one of theirs that was a super big hit. I went, "Oh, I think I recognize this." So we're going to be doing one from Radiohead, guys. So let's see which one this is. This one is. This one's called. No, that can't be it. Wait a minute. Sorry, wrong one. Here it is. Old Man Fail. Give me a second. Here we go. So this one is called. Oh, look, it's funny in the message he even puts in here. Can't believe you haven't reviewed this song yet. Probably been my favorite Radiohead song. You see? Doubt the Old Man Fail. Look, I'm a little teeny island in the middle of the Pacific, I'm just like, hey, what's up? So we're going to be listening to a Radiohead track, and this one is called Jigsaw Falling Into Place. And I think this might be live. I'm not sure. You guys ready? Let's do this.
Yep, already.
Oh wow, these guys had Instacams back in the day? Ooh. Give me some acoustic guitar all day long. Dire Straits vibe here. I don't know why. I don't know if you're feeling it or fine.
Just as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive, just as they play your favorite song, as your body disappears. No one will wind up like a spring before you had too much. Come back and focus again. The walls have been in shape. They got a Cheshire cat grin, all blurring into one. This place is on a mission. Before the night out, before the animal noises closer get cameras.
Can we all just celebrate that bass player? It's just been crushing it since it's opened up. I love the tones of the guitars. Everything is so raw, authentic, intimate in your face. And this has a really straightforward vibe to it. None of that, monochromal, chronic tuning going on.
The beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round.
I'm gonna get shit for saying that.
I just pretended that I was a blood instrument. As I set up shotguns, come on and let it out. 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 Before you're all away from me, before you're lost between the notes, just as you take the mic.
I love the subtle background vocals back there. Something else I love about this is the stereo imaging is not fully expressed in this mix, so it keeps it nice and round in your head when you listen to it. You know if you know. A lot of stuff is pocketed right here. That bass player. I think this is one of the power plays of what Radiohead represents, though I am a complete new listener to their category, to their discography. Oh, how can I? The one thing that my takeaway from the listens that I've had, even though it's been a long time since I've listened to any of the work, at least on the Decomposer Lounge, is the fact that they are masters of giving you such abstract sonic strokes of artistry with minimalistic layering of a lot of things going on. So specifically, me, it's just an old fart and just telling it like the way I feel it. The magic that Radiohead has in what I've heard, and something even as this, is the musicality of the arrangements without being showy and flashy, but being perfectly weaved into something so that I believe his name is Thomas York, the lead singer, can either write to perform in backtracks. I don't know what their creative building blocks are, if they all meet up and write a song, or if it's more like Tool and everybody puts in pieces together. I can understand why Radiohead has had such a tremendous global impact melodically. But like I said earlier, this one to me seems one of the more tamed ones. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, on a lot of the stuff, because the music from Radiohead and the way Thomas performs things is so powerfully whimsical, storytelling, heavy. I think there was that one track that I did I was mesmerized by. What's the one where his head's in a fishbowl or something? And it was very unique for me to listen to that track and watch it, because it gave you that sense of drowning but barely staying alive, and that whole, experience of watching a video. So remember I was talking about earlier about sometimes when composers or people write music, or when you write a song or something, if you get that opportunity, you're writing from here, you're expressing yourself, but there's a video head already starting to play, a video production starting to play in your head on what that might look like, that expression, and that I think is another thing that Radiohead excels at tremendously. And that's why they're part of so many people's soundtrack of life, I'm saying. Yes, No Surprises. Thank you. No Surprises was badass, And what was the word I was looking for? Not monochromic, chrononomic, monochronal, chronal noodle. When the tones go in between the tones. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry, it's starting to happen. I'm really literally decomposing. Amon, what is that? When you have when you're going in between the tones and you use that as part of your composition? Chromatic. Thank you. No, there's something else. No, it's the notes in between it all. They call it something else. Oh, microtonal. Thank you. I was trying to put it together, and I don't know why I was saying my toenail. Like, why is it coming up as my toenail? It's microtonal. This is why nobody watches me on the Decomposer anymore, because I am literally fucking decomposing. Oh, my old toenail. That's how I'm going to remember that word from now on. My old toenail, microtonal. Oh, I'm going to get so much hate for that shit. All right, let's go. All right, next up. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to remember stuff, Isn't that like part of the Evelyn Head Woodhead speed reading class thingy? I don't know. All right, let's remember some more here. Let me get out of this mess I just created myself in. Okay, next up, we're going to go to Queso Pinche Nuevo. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oops, made a boo-boo. Really? Here we go. All right. My Chrono All, too. That's another one, too. Yeah, I'll think of Chrono for the video game. Okay. Let's go. You guys ready? If anybody's here on this list right now and you're still here, come in and say hi. That could leverage the spin, I've got power. I'm kidding, I don't. I have no power. Let's go. Praying to the mantis. Praying to the mantises. All right. Praying to the mantises. Let's see what praying to the mantises wants. Okay. Oh, every time this comes up, I know I'm always in for some really good music. This is coming from some Enemy. And this is Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. And the name of the song is Radio Groove. Are you guys ready? Let's go. The little cheesy clav back there. Doesn't this have like the full-on Arabic vibes? Come on. Well, at least that front section did. Oh, I didn't realize that, Mason. Now it makes sense. This is like the full-on 80s bacon cheese whiz mix. But this particular style of rhythm, there's a... trying to match this to some kind of a pop culture release. Help me with this. Why is this rhythm reminds me of a hit song at some point? Let's flam that, Tom. Yes, it's got some 80s Genesis, Golden Child. Yeah, maybe something like a Beverly Hills Cop. Maybe not as overloaded, but something like that would work here. Okay, now we're modulating, said my ex-wife. Okay, so I like the track. Once again, this was released, it looks like, this was released 8 years ago on YouTube, but I don't know when this was actually part of the production. One of the things is it's from the 90s. Okay, so that really is the reason why I'm listening to the hits. Those stab hits. And there was only 5 or 6 different companies that had their arms on that. From the Kurtz to the Fairlight to now Roland jumped into it with the S50. Let's see, the Kurtz, the S50. What other sampling keyboard? See the Fairlight, the Kurz. Can't remember. Lisa, any of you guys? I'm trying to remember. There was another sampler, but so in other words, these hits get around, and even no matter how you try to reshape them, with side chaining and stuff like that. Well, it wasn't called side chaining then; it was called patch bay. Patch bay. It had that vibe. Yeah, very Harold Faltermeyer. Oh my God. Harold Faltermeyer is actually, believe it or not, you guys are going to die laughing. When Harold Faltermeyer did what he did with Fletch and, was it Beverly Hills Cop as well? What else did he do after Fletch? He did Fletch. Believe it or not, when he won, I was so elated because it was so uniquely well done. We can listen to John Williams and all these huge, tremendous cinematic things all day long and being able to honor their musicianship and skill set and everything. But let's just face it, that music that he did for Fletch and Beverly Hills Cop, especially Fletch, I'm sorry, he killed it on Fletch, even though it's all synthy. But I used to love the how many of you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that from the Fletch score? It would be this sparse little line. Let's see if I got that right. Let me see if I can find the Fletch. I don't think... Maybe. Let's see. Fletch music. Let me see if there's... Is it Fletch Lives? I don't know if... No. I don't want Fletch Lives. I wasn't... I didn't do good with that one. This one. Come on, guys. Don't tell me this wasn't a badass score for Fletch. think this is where the theme line comes. Ready? God, it's so nostalgic for me. Oh, those claps, those old Linn drum claps. And I don't know if that's an SP1200 drum machine or not. I love this. Come on. That is so badass. Anyhow, I'll stop it there. You guys can listen to that on your own. If that was the score from Fletch, Harold Faltermeyer. I'm going to put that inside the message chat just in case if you guys down for it. It was just a very memorable track. I think but to me, what was so perfect about the score is that it fit everything about the character, the way it was shot, Chevy Chase's interpretation of the character. The whole thing fit perfect. Gummy. You guys remember the character Gummy? The little drug addict that used to live underneath the pier. They got Gummy. Oh my God! It lives rent free in my head. Fletch, frickin' rules. Come for me if you think I'm nuts, because that's what it is. Sorry, I went on my tangent, but I can. Okay, let me see what else. Sorry. Okay, so let's go back to some queso pobre. Queso pobre malhuele. A ver, ¿dónde está mi mate? No hay un bomba, nada, no más mate, no bomba. Okay. Here we go. Did I say something phraseworthy? Is that what you're saying? Okay, wow, look at queso pobre. My goodness. It's gotten quite pelotudo. Very thin, very pubic. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right. I can't even see it now. It makes me nauseous if I'm looking at it spinning so fast. How do you like that? Rigged. You see, Murph, I'm telling you, it's not rigged, bro. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand against it. How do I do that? That way? No, how do I? And I'll slow it down. I'm like, it's an all-star stream. Okay, let's see what SB wants. Let's see. What do you guys think that it's going to be some gnarly mosh pit, thrashable, just right. No, I'm sorry. She wants something from a ballet. How unlike you. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying. I didn't put that in. What are you talking about? That's not me. Hence, there's shell. There is depth. Okay, here we go. Did she bail? Oh, there she is. Not today. That's funny. When I said that, and it would have flashed in that one lady that goes in the very famous TikToks. Not today. Not today. Okay, SB wants us to do some alternative, it looks like. The band is called Ecca Vandal. Ecca Vandal, maybe? Cruising to Self-Soothe. Hi, Abba and the Kados. I think we just got a band name. Abba and the Kados. This is South African-born Sri Lankan Australian. She's been around for quite some time now, and she does some really interesting stuff. This is her latest single. Hope you enjoy. Okay, guys, this is coming in from SB. This is Ecca Vandal. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. let's go. That's some throaty punk back there.
Cruising on my own, I'm moving up where I belong. But at the top it's fucking cold. But I'm moving on without you. Cruising on my own, I'm moving up where
This crushes.
I belong. But at the top it's fucking cold. But I'm moving on without. Throw out the plans and watch what happens there. I'm begging you, tainted man.
What a great tone on the bass.
It's a fact, but all that matters, you look better when I don't look back. 'Cause I'm better than ever. Cruising on my own, I'm moving up where I belong. But at the top it's fucking cold. But I'm moving on without you.
It almost sounds like she's saying Mobetta, Mobetta,
I'm moving on.
which here in Hawaii is something.
But at the top it's fucking cold. But I'm moving on without. Brand new again. In a world that's setting, I'm feeling better than I thought I can. Falters and command. Don't know what's better. I'm still flying if I crash or land. I'm still flying 'cause I'm better than ever. Cruising on my own. I'm moving up where I belong. But at the top it's
What a badass little skate park.
but I'm moving on without you. Cruising on my own. I'm moving up where I belong. But at the top it's fucking cold. But I'm moving on without.
SB, is this more like a punk alternative? Nah. I like how they chose that little note just to let. What a great track! I think for what I enjoyed was when the vocals came in powered up with the hook and stuff like that. The sound of the guitars once again gave me that little bit of a shoegazy vibe, just in its tone. Her voice is phenomenal. When I listen to voices, I'm not the voice teacher and stuff, but when I listen to something like that, it's almost like I get a sense of her personality, or the personality within she's portraying through that song. She had a great sizzle in her voice through and through. The bass player's tone was as maddening as it could be. It sounded incredibly mental, but it did kind of sound like it was kind of she can even get heavier. Jeez, I mean, she's already got that great fry in her voice. And if that's more of her pulled back tone, then yeah, next time around, make sure you bring some of her heavier stuff into the house. But I think, I don't know if it's because I know I don't know enough about punk by any stretch of the imagination, but for some reason the chord changes kind of lent itself to more of a punky kind of jab, you know. Thank you, SB. Yeah, I'll check it out in Discord for sure. Okay. Yeah, it did have kind of a Nirvana vibe too, a Super Rico. But I think more with the more of the modern day tones, if you would. You know, because they didn't stray too far from what I would consider organic, raw, organic, authentic sounds recording wise. Not too clean, not too precise or anything. It sounded very raw and authentic, except, you know, with maybe a different set of tones. But yeah, I could see that pull, a little bit of a Nirvana thing. So, okay, what's next? Okay, queso fresco. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, you guys ready? I'm not. I'm going to drink some water. Stand by while I libate with my hydrate. That didn't work. All righty. Now we go. Okay. Are we ready to spin? Lee spin. Here we go. Spin. Oh shit, we know spin. Let me try that again. Spin. Okay. Fuego a Gamer. Che, fuego. ¿Qué te parece, mano? ¿Qué tal? All right. Desde. ¿Dónde, dónde, che? Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Fuego. Sin fuego. Mil fuego. Okay. España. Bien provecho. All right, let's see what we got here from our friend here. I have a really bad joke my father used to say, and the punchline is like, si come cosas picantes, ahora sin cago fuego. And that's what he used to say when I was a kid. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Because everything is literal, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? What is he saying? When, oh, I get it. Claro, sí? En efecto. Sorry. Ok. Fuego, ¿qué quieres? A ver. Dame un momento. Fuego quieren una canción muy fuego, muy picante. Okay. Okay, so we are going to listen from our friend here, Fuego the Gamer, Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Oh, wow, this is going to be a first time for me. I don't think we've ever done anything from this, guys. Have we ever done anything, O Keeper of the Truth, Turnip? Have we ever done anything off of this? Unwound Future, Professor Layton. I wanted to share this piece that I think you'll find interesting. The track is a suspenseful, atmospheric piece that perfectly captures the feeling of mystery and urgency in the game, making it a great example on how the song enhances the storytelling. Very well said. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go. Oh, other games in the series. Oh, I see, it's a series. Okay, got it. Now that makes a little more sense. Okay, let's go. Kind of sounds like a detective hunting vibe. Like a smoky London kind of. I like this. Oh, it's in French. I mean, it's in France. You know, that pulsing is very indicative of like cinematic work composers would do for those kind of time period type movies. Like it's embedded in our mind already. It's like a prefab setup. I love that. So I take it in this part, it's indicative of doing something detective-ish. Like maybe you're walking around and you're ducking bats and opening up a chest or something and looking for, parts of a puzzle or collecting things. Because it has that vibe. If this is something that repeats in kind of a gameplay kind of environment, it's subtle enough so it doesn't irritate. I mean, how many of you guys have ever played a game where the music actually irritates you? You know, I'm going to come back to this song, but I mean, I think one of the things that I've listened to is that, okay, I'm not a gamer, or I've played a few games, and, and then listening to the music you guys have had me listen to, have I sat here and go, there's been a couple times I've listened to gaming music going, how is it that people are listening to this while concentrating on a game? And it's not because I think the music is crap, it's just because because I'm hearing it without gameplay, without any of the sound design from gameplay. Could be, hammers and people talking in the background and stuff, and I'm hearing it as a raw piece of music. But there's been a couple times where I've listened to music going, oh my God, it's grating on my nerves. There's got to be an off button if I was playing the game. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys. This was very fun, very lighthearted. There was breathing here, and, obviously if it's, I don't know what the visual looks like, but I'm thinking it could be some guy with a top hat with, the little, mustache curly thing, maybe with a pipe, or something like that, in a cobblestone roads or clouds in the sky with kind of a, late 1800s European kind of vibe in the background. So this was very subtle, top hat and mustache is very wrong, I take it. Yeah, well, okay. But... But, and you're right, Mandrickson. There's a lot of truth to be said there. And being that's what we do here, we focus in on the music. And I think that's an important thing, though, that you brought up, is except for us that hang out here in this environment, where we really relish on the music from around the world, but a high percentage of games and stuff like that, the truth be told, that in the numbers in which we're here enjoying this music, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that don't even really take notice of it, which is also an art form. Remember, we've talked about this before. One of the first things my father taught me as a composer was, it's not our job to write music to media so that we're noticed as musicians or composers and stuff. It's our job just to enhance something. Plus, at the end of the day, the sound mixing guy and the music guy is going to mess it. Is going to make a choice either way. The way I just said it, all these engineers are typing and going, "Fuck you, dude, man." No, but I'm just saying it's an industry joke. But I'm just saying, the truth be told, that a lot of people are not that necessarily tuning into the music. And truth be told, too, we've talked about how much of the music we listen to here for games really gets drowned out in a lot of the gaming physics and everything that's going on. Excuse me, in the sound design and everything that's going on. We don't hear all the nuances. We don't hear the French horn do this, or the flutes do that, or the ostinato do this, or the build-up in the we're just here because we're a bunch of nerds that love music and how it impacts us and stuff like that. So that was a good point. You threw me on a tangent there, but that was something I really wanted to say, obviously, because I honor that too. Another thing I learned from my dad is that check clears. When that check clears, it's beyond everybody else's ears. Yes, Dad did actually say that. When that check clears, it's beyond everybody else's ears. My dad did have some wit amongst them. Ooh, deep. Senior avocado moment right there. Should I take a break and come back for at least another hour? Or should I just split now? What should I do? I don't know. Guys, what should I do? I could just yawn and just kind of dip out now. Or maybe I should take a short little break and we cheese maybe for another hour. What do you say? I'm watching the chat. Let me see. What does it say? Everybody wants me to go home. What? Just go home? Go home? No, I should just split. Maybe. All right, I'll take a break. All right, then I'm going to just take a short break. Okay, and let me see. Yeah, let's take a short break. I was going to put on the big house Geebz cam like I did last time. Did I do that in that? Was it the last stream I did that? I can't even remember. When did I pop the camera up and it did like, you know, old man watch eating top ramen? I forgot what it was. Did I do that in the last one? I did, didn't I? Oh my God, that was so bad. That was so bad. Old man eating top ramen. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is get like a 50-foot USB-C to C, and I'll put it down from the refrigerator looking that way so you can see my little shiny bald spot in the back of my head while I make top ramen. Stupid. Here we go. Who is it? I can't see. Oh, right in the blue. Senjurat. All right, Senjurat. Let's see what we got here. Senjurat wants us to listen to some music from a game. And this music from the game is called... Ooh. Orchestral music and live. This one is Pillars of Eternity. The name of the song is Twin Elms. While originally composed for the game's Pillars of Eternity, it's probably become better known as the music that's played during Critical Role's first campaign mid-episode breaks. Today is Critical Role's 10th anniversary, so it seems like an appropriate choice. All right, Senjort. Let's go ahead and check this out. I look forward to this. You guys know I love watching a live performance, especially orchestral. Here we go. Very beautiful, hauntingly mystical. Renaissance cinematic vibe. Beautiful breathing dynamics. An incredibly engineered sound for medium-sized section here. Beautiful. What a great piece. I just, watching, you know how I feel when I'm watching the actual musicians play and perform. There's a lot of nostalgia for me. But once again, when media takes the time and energy to hire composers, live musicians, especially in an era of when things are so expensive and everything, and it's not like how it used to be. It was expensive back then, but it was a manageable thing. Nowadays, I think it's just phenomenal that these composers. I don't know if this composer expressively is a more of a composer for games, or if he's just a very well-known media composer, cinematic, crossover, video games, and everything else. But it was a beautiful piece, very, very mystical, very whimsical. I love the like at the very end too, the dancing around between the harp. Harp had a nice little arpeggiation going there. A repetitive pattern, but the answer back with the piano, back and forth. And essentially, you guys know this, harp and piano, very close instruments, except the harp, you take it out of the box and it's this way. Of course, it's going to have a different sound because of how it's played and performed, where the piano is like the harp laying this way, and you play it this way. I know that's an obvious, some people don't know. I thought I would just bring that up. It's a very raw description of it. And also the back and forth. I love the back and forth of the dynamics changing from brass warmth on certain things to bring in a little bit more comfort, and then you come back in with the strings kind of lifted a little bit more with the edginess of not the edginess of the string, but what the beautiful sound of the bow and the strings, and a very slow pace of bowing and stuff, bowing technique and stuff like that. It's just pulls. I don't know anything of the game. I didn't even need to see any of the gameplay. I was just all in for that music. That was great. Thank you very much. So cool. Okay, next up. I believe we are doing Queso Nene. All right, let's see what we got here from Queso Nene. Queso Nuevo. All right, let's see. Let's spin. Do 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 do. Okay, this I think is somebody new here. I'm Ryan Reed. How are you? I'm Avocado, and these are our streaming buddies, our usual suspects. Okay, let's see what I'm Ryan Reed would like. We're going to continue on some. This has been a lot more video game and anime stream here on our Wheel of Cheese expedition. This one is the anime Yutaka Yamada. Hey, Yutaka Yafada. I don't know. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. Please be gentle in the chats. I'm sorry. Be gentle. I apologize. So this is Yutaka Yamada. So now I'll never be able to say that today. See, I jumped into your shoes for a second. I'm sorry. The name of this track is Somewhere Not Here. This track is from Vinland Saga Season 2, which is my favorite anime ever, and the composer is on my top 3. Hope you like it. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It just, sometimes it yields, right? You put your neck out, and sometimes it yields. If not, it gets chopped off. Let's go. Ooh. This evokes such growth with hope, with an air of like celebrating those who went before us. This is that kind of vibe in the composition. Ooh, beautiful. Listen to the beautiful piano in the background. It's not the first thing you dig into when you listen to it, but it's a very important piece, arrangement. This is that bring it home moment. This must be maybe one of those reestablishing scenes looking over like the land of celebration and, you know. Super big hugs, Jojo. Beautiful. Love endings like that. What a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. There's no two ways about it. In my head, because of my association through being an old fart and all the years of media and stuff, that the piece was kind of a grow to, maybe walking up the path and seeing, you know, the destination, the Crystal Palace or something, but yet walking through the celebratory kind of like ceremonial adorning of a new age kind of thing, and walking up the stairs and people are having fun to the side. It's like the Disneyland-esque. This is anime, so obviously it's animation, I believe. But even when you get to the top and it's glorious and you're looking over this big, vast, let's say, lands of people celebrating, clouds are clearing, the sun's coming out, birds are flying, and the whole thing. But in my mind, as I'm listening to it, I'm listening to this build and build, the ending was so perfect. It's almost like the camera might cut to like a little kid with big eyes. Mom looks down at the kid. Kid looks out at the big eyes, because his whole world just came into his little eyes and kind of closed on that with a big smile. See, my brain works that way. I'm sorry. I visualize music. That's been my whole life story. So, good. I'm Ryan. That's, if without ruining it, thank you very much. But I mean, yes, it's that kind of vibe, that inner peace. That's so whether as you say, the character's inner peace, or in my mind, the way it's painted, it's still that peaceful ending kind of a thing. And but for me, it did have that kind of like last second panning to like a kid or something, or or maybe in the inner peace way, something kind of just floats down, kind of a purple third eye kind of vibe, and goes bing. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm glad it landed on you, and I think we're all glad it landed on you. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, that's a little sticky one there, Dojo. I guess theater of the mind could be any way you make it work. Okay, let's do queso prisionero. Queso prisionero. Prisionero. Can you hear that? It's one of those guys with those 22 woofers sticking out of the rear of his truck, just like shaking the mother nature out of everybody. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't that, wait, which one am I doing? I got lost. Guys, which one am I doing? Help. Was it? Oh, pobre. Gracias. Okay, there we go. Mahalo. Stop, Ammon. Here we go. Some ASMR while you wait. Brexter! All right. Brexter, it's been a minute. I don't think he's still here. He may have dipped out. But he'll be happy that one of them, we got him on one. So Brexter would like us to listen to. Oh man, we are on a game run today. Okay. We are going to listen to. Oh no, check this out. Really? Brexter, brah. Okay, so Brexter and I love to play Crewfest. I haven't played it for a minute. But you guys know I played Crewfest, which is the driving game, and the Hawaiian one of that, which has been really fun because there is a lot of really great consistencies. The people who developed the game, as I'm driving around and playing, I'm still kind of a noob at driving and whatever. I'm still not too sure how the game really quite works, but I'm enjoying the drive. They got pretty close to a lot of things, as far as like the pandanus and some of the vegetation. Some of the native Hawaiian flora. There's a guy that is, I forgot, Rapplinger, I think? No, I don't know if that's his last name, but a local brother from here that's actually doing the talking and stuff in Pidgin and stuff. Get little Pidgin, small kind, And I thought the game's authenticity was really cool. Then Brexter has been helping me out, kind of maneuvering techie stuff with it. So, of course, I appreciate that. So now it makes all the sense in the world that he wants me to listen to a track called Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Let's do this. And the message is aloha. All right, let's go. Nice. There's a little bit of that compression breathing in the track. I think they're trying to mimic kind of the Hawaiian vibe. By the way, the word ho'oponopono means to make right. You know, to bring it to ho'oponopono. Let's all make this right. Let's come together. I love the tone zone where this mix lives. See that little scene right there? It was passing the power plant on the west side. Oh, was that it? Oh, bummers. So, first of all, Brexter, thank you so much. Oh, it was the title screen. Okay. So I know that I've been wanting to do this with you guys, is like take you on a tour, like with the game and stuff, but I just didn't know. I don't know how to put it together or manage it, you know. But I did start doing my own home tours or the tours like I did on the Positive Wave Rider channel, and I'm going to do more of those as far as the game's concerned. But once again, I do want to tip my hat to Brexter for being there and helping me out with all the little things that getting you some new things going on there. As well as always going, come on, play a little more. So I pick it up and I play and I play and I play. The track in of itself, though, I have to say that if the devs were kind of leaning into everything Hawaii, they probably picked up on the fact that we have a particular genre of music here. What's the word I'm thinking about? Not uncool. But it's the term ever since it happened. There were actually radio stations that supported it and stuff out here in Hawaii as kind of like a Hawaiian reggae kind of vibe. But it has since grown into its own incredibly beautiful music. Some of the most beautiful singers with musicianship out here, still maintaining a little bit of that bounce of the reggaeton and other roots and stuff like that, but more soulful R&B singing and all that. It's mind-numbing. This track, though, definitely kind of the composer tried to mimic that a little bit. It sounded like, but really used that kind of over compressed breathing thing that I'm not too familiar how they do that, whether it's in the mix, but I like the track. Yeah, Brexter, I think that would be a good idea. I think if you would help me being a seeing eye dog, maybe we could do that. Can you play this game with two people at the same time? Like you're on the screen, I'm on, like your car, my car, and then maybe we can get audio or something, and then we'll do like this cross tour, and I'll go, oh no, wait, stop over here, I'll show you this. I don't know. That would be kind of fun. I think if we could do that, let me know, man, if that's a possibility. Of course, Amon's egging it on. Do it. I need to write more jokes. Did you like the ranch tour? When did I do the ranch tour? Wait a second. Did I pop one up and I forgot? Oh, you're on console. Oh, I see. Okay. As soon as you kick some ideas around, Discord me. Is that the way you say it? Discord? DM in the Discord. Hey, Lisans, how are you? Thank you very much. Yes, it's been a minute since I've seen you in here and stuff. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it. The stream before was the stream, though. About 5 days ago, right, guys? That was the Geebz High AF stream. Okay, let's just... No, Jakin. Don't make me laugh too hard. Quado comes for a visit. Okay. All right, let's go. Let me move on for a second. Let me get my... Oh, shit. Did I I did scroll something down. Okay, let's keep going. Hang on for a second. What was my last wheel? Was Brexter 1 on the queso prisioner. Queso pobre. So the next one is going to be queso. Oops. Oh, shit. Queso nuevo. Queso fresco. Fruski. Fruja. My grandfather wrote a choral piece called Fruja. It was about a train. You know, hang on, small side rant here. You know that you have, like, in lineage of life with my music career, you guys know that, you know, we still have a music conservatory in Mendoza, Argentina. Even though it's defunct, it's broken ass and stuff. It's over 100 years old. Now it's all dusty and stuff with old pianos in it and stuff. But that's the lineage, is that my grandfather and my granduncle, Ramon Gutierrez del Barrio, he did like 130 some odd films and scoring. But my grandfather was not as busy. My grandfather was more the guy who ran, director of radio, like in Buenos Aires and stuff like that. And to be the director of a radio show, that's pretty gnarly. Even though he was a musician, definitely a choral composer. I found one of his compositions being performed by a school. Like talk about, like, what the really? I'm looking, I'm going, no way. This school in Argentina performed one of my and it's on YouTube. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. You know what? It's my show. I'm going to go back to some Wheel of Cheese. I'm going to find this for you. And we're just going to play a second of this. Stand by. Let me see if I can remember this. Oops, I misspelled my own freaking name. Okay, hang on. Let me see if this is it. No, where is it? Fruja? There's actually some other ones here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at these. From my grandfather. You know, he died in like 1972. Wait a second. Just give me a second here. I want to try to see if I can't find this one. Oh, there's my dad doing the score for Lover Country. Oh, this is it. Is this it? No. Pisage. Let me see if it'll say. Hang on, guys. No. What a trip to find, like, your grandfather's music still. Okay, let me see. No, all right, let me just do that. Okay, give me a second. That's too bad. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Indulge me for a second now that I get into this bullshit. Oh, I don't think this is it, but no, it's not. But this is one of his works. grandfather's talking to me. How fucking badass is that? I never really had a lot of words with my grandfather, but to find some of his work as being covered by another choir that he wrote 70 years ago, I forget. You know, it's something that I don't take for granted, but it's really funny because when I listen to his arrangements and I listen to my father's arrangements, how my father's arrangements that he's got, you know, some of my, and this is one of his simpler pieces here from what I understood my father had said. And then all of a sudden what I've learned from my father, I don't implement a fifth of it because it just doesn't require it. But that's some pretty badass folk. I'm motherfucker. How's that? Okay. Sorry. Thanks for indulging me. Excuse me. Where was I? Am I spinning the queso grande or did I, am I doing cheesy, small cheese? It does. You're right, Rotten Soundgarden. It does. Okay. There we go. All right, guys. We're back in. Let's go. Thank you for allowing me to travel down that journey. Oh my God, that was like such a lame spin. There we go. Ay, Marmota. Mr. Marmota. ¿Dónde estás? Ay, Marmota. I don't know if that's I or one. Let me see. I don't know if that'll show up as I. Is it I, Marmota? Wait a minute. I think I'm having a hard. Oh, there it is. Wow, we are really game heavy on this stream today. This is fun. See, look at me. I got my grandfather talking through me right now. So we are going to be doing a track from the Call of Duty. This is a multiplayer game. This is the multiplayer theme. This is called Call of Duty. And let me grab this. I could have swore I saw that title on. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, I love that gated wide snare post effect. Where it's got a real short reflection, but it's really over exaggerated. I like this a lot. A little nauseating sense of anxiety, but still keeps you in the hook. Almost sounds like this could be the beginning of any metalcore track. As a matter of fact, this could possibly be a great background for a metalcore track as well. I had no idea that's what was going to happen, but you know that was going to happen, right? Funny, this grindy part is exactly where there would be some heavy metalcore genty kind of guitar instead of that synth that's playing the riff. Great arrangement pull here. That little ostinato in the back, just keeping the tension. This is a really great hype theme for the entrance of a game, if that's what that means. If it's multiplayer theme, if this is playing at the beginning. It really evoked a lot of Theater of the Mind Darkness as a prep track, if that's what this is. If this is the theme track for a game, this is where you maybe you set all the settings and you do all that stuff and it plays in the background. This is also one of those kind of tracks too that, if you walked away and made a hamburger or something and you just left this going to play back and forth, there's a very hookable element in the dark end of the composition, and especially the grindiness of that pseudo deathcore, metalcore, genty kind of vibe, especially nowadays, especially in the last 3 to 5 years, how all of those genres have heavily embraced a lot of the ethereal ambient kind of works that we heard on this, and then of course fused with the whole band and then singers behind it and stuff, but really incorporates it. So I don't know when this was 6 years ago. So, head of the curve perhaps, or right on top of it as far as composing that particular style. It still rings true today. Like this thing still locks and loads today. No pun. I know, Call of Duty. I'm just saying. So yeah, I love the track. I thought it was badass. Good bottom. It was all synthy, so there's a little bit of chimey high-endiness to it, but that's just an old man thing. I'm kind of glad I can still hear my high end, because God knows the older I get, I got no low end. You know what happens when you get older, we call it NMA. Know my ass. You know my ass, bro. That girl, she know my ass. She NMA. She's skinny, but she NMA. Know my ass. That's what it is. It's, when you get older, it's like, if a bullfrog stood up on its hind legs. That's just what's going to happen, No, you heard you heard my low end on that last stream about 5 days ago is what I'm trying to say. Okay, here we go. Queso menudo. This is queso prisioner. See what we got here. Wow, we're cooking. Here we go. Spin. Okay, Leon, let me see if I can stop it. Slow it down, slow it down. No. No. Oh, I thought it said patty flakes. No. CNC Freak 46. Let's go. That was funny. It almost looked like I was slowing it down. Slow down. Okay, CNC Freak. Let's go. Let's see. What is that? How do you spell that? Oh my goodness, we are on a game run today, guys. This is big game stream. So this one is called Devil May Cry 3. The name of the track is Devils Never Cry. Arguably the most popular song in the Devil May Cry series, you only hear the full song during the credits sequence of the game, but some parts played during other sections of the game. Gets a little crowded at the end of the song, but that's what I enjoy about it. Hope you like it. So I guess if it's playing maybe if this song itself maybe plays some of it through the game, I guess it must carry the leitmotif. I don't know. You guys tell me because I don't know anything about it. So let's listen to it. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Got that Mass Requiem vibe. Kind of a lo-fied giant organ, said my ex-wife. Oh, I love this crossover. This is great. This has that pattern I've mentioned time and time again that's so powerful and so dark. Da, 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 da. It's a go-to in the magic bag of composers. A little trip kick in the edit there. I like this part a lot. This is great. I like that row, row, row your boat build. Hitting on all cylinders now. Just like you said. And it makes sense too. It makes all the sense in the world. It's crazy, but it sounds great. And then they peel it back. It's like House Bolton. You know if you know, right? There's the grittiness. I think that Super Loco said he liked. There's that little grittiness kind of a cage to it. When the person who left the message, I forgot the name of the individual because when I do it, it disappears here, had mentioned about the craziness at the end, that it sounded really just completely overloaded and stuff, but he loved the vibe. It brings me back to that one real famous line in the movie Amadeus, when he's talking to the emperor and saying, how many voices do you think I can, arrange and it still makes sense? Quartet, quintet, sextet, octet, set of tets, I don't know, tet. And then, of course, he says, but if everybody talks at the same time, it sounds like shit. But if you can write all these pieces, you could have endless. And that's exactly what we just heard here. That kind of a vibe here just kept going. Very well done. I mean, it's loaded. There's no two ways about it. That last, maybe 32 bars before it kind of peels back down. It was heavily loaded, but it all makes sense. I was listening. It's almost as if I think my brain is on an old console, from the 70s and 80s and through the 90s and stuff. So I'm thinking mute buttons, let go of the mute button, like it's all going. And then let's go ahead and solo this group that has this, and then unsolo it and you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of physical, for those of you who know, right? There was quite the dance engineers used to have to do in order to do things like this, mute this, take this out, hurry up and do this, and even though there was automation, sometimes there was something about the feel of getting in and doing it, So, anyhow, yeah, I love the track. I love the way it opened up with that really mellow kind of mass requiem church vibe. And I love the fact that the organ had that lo-fi kind of thing. It wasn't too really obvious in your face, giant, cathedral organ kind of vibe. And then breaks into this full delivery to the people's elbow on an edgy vibe. Okay, who's next? Let me see. That is, we got to do Queso Nuevo. I'm going to do one Queso Nuevo now, one more Queso Pobre, and then I'm going to dig out my friends. So let's see, we got Queso Nuevo. Okay, let's see what we got. Here we go. And Jinx, triple Jinx. How are you, Jinx, triple Jinx, if you still stay in the house? Jinx, there it is. We got a band. We got a pop band, a very straightforward. What's called Whippy Bone Sack. Whippy Bone Sack. Bond Stack. Jesus, forget it. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm not even gonna look at the chat. I'm not looking. La la la, not looking. I just have to get this. This song is called Shadow Soaked. Whippy Bond Stack. Shadow Soaked. Fun progressive pop track from a very underrated, talented Whippy Bond Stack. Okay, I'm still not looking. I'm not looking. Shut up, guys. I'm not looking. I'm just not looking. Oh, nice. It's got kind of a math rock vibe to it. Reminds me of like a horse with no name on crack. But it's beautiful. It sounds fantastic. Nice. at this change here. This is really a pop track? I mean, this is what's really hip right now? Oh, it's 2 years ago. Oh my God. That's such an old school passage. Love it. It's a great mix. Great. Super obscure. I just put the link of this track in the chat. Some excellent rhythm guitar playing. Really nice. It's so wonderful to be able to commiserate with other arrangers that are unbound and unwounded rhythmically, that do stuff like what I just heard. Da, 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 those triplets that were in there. You know, it lives within us. But those of us who do that a lot, we have a lot of conversations in here. Remember back when I was talking to myself and doing crop circles in my carpet, because that's how many different kinds of rhythmical arrangements are beyond, this just the basics for me in my poor little brain. Really loved this track. There's only 79 views 2 years ago. I don't know if Alberto Vermicelli is the name of the artist. Well, no, Whippy Bonsack is, I guess, the name of the artist. I don't know this channel that it's on. Maybe it's whatever. But I would say look up Whippy here. It'll be in the Discord. So if you're on Discord, that's fine. If not, I saw a few people that were kind of... There you go. I didn't know, SB. I can't... I'm still not 100% with my eyes. This antibiotic that I was taking, it said point blank, first thing that'll happen is like you might go, zzz, zzz, with my eyeballs. I'm like, just hopefully it doesn't stay that way forever. So I was like, so anyhow, I did really super love the track, and it did remind me, I swear to God, the song from Horse with No Name by the band, just really fast paced. I don't think it was the same exact chords. I think those were on sixths. I'm not too sure. Whatever, but anyhow. All right. Our final cheese spin of the evening, everybody. This is Queso Pobre. All right. So before I spin, I want to thank everybody so much for hanging out. I know this was kind of a last minute call, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good about coming back in for a Happy Aloha Friday stream, a regular Dono Cheesy stream. But I want to thank you guys for coming in. For those of you who came in a little earlier before I did this for the recording, obviously, thank you very much for your thoughts on that little track that I played you. I'm going to go back and read those and just kind of soak in it a little bit. And I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on as I continue to produce that. And I'm still, I got to start this weekend. I'm actually going to start the really super dark, genty, chuggy work on that other song that I played for you guys last week called Foreboding 2025 with that little code piano thing going on there. So I'm writing full. We're going. So sober Geebz or high Geebz? I don't know. The stereotypical high Geebz. I don't know. It was fun. It really was a fun stream. I just don't want to know that I have to rely on being on oxy, on hydroxycodone, whatever it's called. You know, I kept my pants on. That's all that really counted. But all right, guys. Final spin. Are you guys ready? Let's go. I don't know why I just did that. What the hell just happened? I don't know what that was. Who? Square meal. 5 million people, and we landing it on square meal. All righty. Let's see. I don't think he's here. Oh yeah, he is. Look. Woo. He's here. Square meal, this is for you, my friend. That was a fun video. Did you guys see the video that Square Meal and I did for his 140,000K stream redeem? It was really fun. I had a good time. And he had the super cool little animated beta dude. I don't know what you call those guys. But I had a really good time. I really enjoyed that. Okay, let's see what Square Meal wants. Square Meal would like us to check out. Okay. Hey! I was just talking about this, the project. I bumped it. Oh, it happened to me again today, guys. I'm outside at the nonprofit. I'm doing my thing. And all of a sudden, somebody goes, "Oh my God, dude, I watch your videos." Like, here I am in a speck in the middle of the ocean, and somebody from Minnesota is here visiting friends. And I just happen to be at the waterfall. And the guy is like, "Dude, I love this. I did this. And my favorite stuff is the gaming channel. I love Cuphead." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, thank you so much." Did a little selfie. And guess what? We're closing the show with Square Meal's Cuphead. That's the reason why I brought that up. Okay. So I'm more infamous than I am famous. That's for sure. So we're going to be doing our last track by Square Meal is going to be from Cuphead. And the name of the track is Baking the Wonder Art. Ooh, and guess what, guys? This is also going to be a live performance orchestrally. So the little message in here from Square Meal is, "Aloha. This track is the final boss music for the DLC for Cuphead. It is a game animated tradition 30s style animation." Think Fletcher. Oh my God, yeah, that production company way back, Fleischer, from way back in the day. This particular boss is an anthropomorphic salt shaker. The gameplay involves ducking and dodging various projectiles while shooting at the boss. Sounds like me after a bad night of drinking. Okay, guys, let's go. Oh, this is going to be great. I know it. Excuse me. Distance. There's the guy, that bass. I love the choice of having two drummers. You can really hear it in the mix. It's great. Guys, this is as badass as it gets. We are seeing so behind the curtain on this. I think it's so badass. Pedal down for that effect, holding it to let it drown. Ah, man. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, excuse me. That was absolutely extraordinary on so many different freaking levels. To watch the musicians, it's almost as if, I'm going to say, I mean, as if these are like the top cats in the industry, wherever these guys are, maybe read through it 3 or 4 times, kind of a thing. Did you notice how intently they were still reading the music as they were playing through? It wasn't because they were rehearsed for, maybe they could rehearse for 4 or 5 days straight, but, and a lot of times, super complex parts, it's nice to have the music right next to you, even if you memorize it. It's always kind of like that nice little safety thing to have there. It's something as complicated as this too. There's so many different freaking moving parts. The arrangement's phenomenal. I loved every bit of it, especially the fact that each one of these musicians, it was a small, well, I can't say it was a small section. The composer's ability to arrange everything that we're here to make it sound so fat and so full, and the depth of the marrying between the organs and the piano and the plucked instruments, the harp and the guitar, and through into the marimbas. The marimba, was it marimba and saxophone, or just the marimba? I can't remember. I think it was just the marimba. Or maybe it was a xylophone. Was it silver? I can't remember. It was an extraordinary piece, absolutely monstrous. The kind of type of energy that it takes to put into this kind of orchestrating and composition is weeks at ends, if not longer. It just in my mind, just how long it would take to write something like this would be just absolutely mind-numbing. If this is his mainstay as a genius composer, then he could have knocked this out in a few days and then touch it up as you roll forward. Musicianship was phenomenal. I thought it was a great way to end the stream, just for all of us who love music, and we're such nerds here, to watch the performance like that. That's why I love watching live performance videos like this. You know, we get to see all that shit going down. That's what I'm talking about. Well, it's not that shit. Oh, there we go. It's not that shit. They've been great music. You know what I'm talking about. I get excited. That's what I say.